Alright, Teague here. So we're going to start this with a D chord. We have a D with our pinky, 5th fret of your 5th string, A string, gives us a D. 4th fret of your D string with your 3rd finger gives us an F sharp. 2nd fret of your G string, your G string, 2nd fret A, gives us D, F sharp A, a D chord. Like this D chord, but it looks a little different. If you drop the 2nd finger in on this 3rd fret of the B string, it's a D chord, especially if you borrow this, back it up, it's like your open C chord. We usually play with 1, 2, 3, but there it is with 2, 3, 4. Boom, we slide it up, drop a finger in. Anyway, we only need fingers, or strings 5, 4, 3, so it doesn't matter whether, but I'll show you where that came from. The pick pattern here for this tune is just going to go 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4. I guess it slightly changes, but it's mostly it. 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4. You could alternate pick it. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Or you could do some form of natural or economy picking where you go down, down, down. If you prefer, you know, whatever. But I would just start on the beat with a down. After that, whether you alternate pick it or natural pick it, it's up to you. Okay, so we go from this D chord with that pattern we just talked about. The only thing that changes for the next chord, it's an F sharp minor. We're going, the pinky, basically this D has to come back a half step to C sharp. But being it's hard to squeeze them in like that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my 3rd finger up and my pinky underneath. So my 3rd finger is going to go take that C sharp, and my pinky will take the F sharp that the 3rd finger was just on. Gives us an F sharp minor chord, but with C sharp in the bass, so we'd write it as F sharp minor / C sharp. Same pick pattern, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4. So we went from D. You do the pattern twice. They're 16th notes. And they're 1 measure each, so 16 notes. Then a good old B power chord. You probably know your B power chord, but it gives us our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of your 4th string for an F sharp, and another B on the 4th fret of your G string. So you have B, F sharp, and B. Same pattern again. And the last one is going to give us a G. I'm going to put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of my low E for the G. I'm going to play open D, so there's no finger on that. And then B, where my pinky will stay there from where the power chord had it. Now I'm going 6, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4. So I have a string skip. 6, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4. And also twice. So D, F sharp minor / C sharp, B, and then the G. That's basically it for the verses. The chorus is going to go from your D chord. You probably know your good old D chord, but basically it's 1st finger on the 2nd fret of your G string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. I think I said that wrong. 1st finger on the 2nd fret of your G string. Oh, maybe I did say it right for an A. 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of your 1st string for an F sharp, and then the D has the 3rd fret. You probably know your D chord, but anyway, there it is if you don't. The 2nd chord is F sharp minor, which basically looks like your E minor chord. We always quite often play it with 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. Here it is with 3 and 4. Slide it up a half step, put my 1st finger to act as the nut, gives us an F minor. We want F sharp minor. 1st finger is barring. Sometimes if you haven't played guitar for very long, it's a little tough to get that bar in there. But just keep practicing and you'll get it. It'll happen for sure. And then the 3rd chord is B minor. So you basically take the power chord looking part of that F sharp minor chord, drop it down a set of strings, throw in the 2nd finger on the D, that 3rd fret of the B string, you have B minor, based on that A minor shape. Again, 1, 2, 3 is how we normally play it. Move it up, B minor. And then G. And you can play it with the 3-finger G, or where you put your 3rd finger up on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and the pinky where the 3rd finger was. Yeah, either way, they're both G. Doesn't matter which one you want to do. Strum pattern I'm going to go down, down, up, up, down, down. It's going to give me a 1, 2 E and so I play down on 1, down on beat 2, up on the of 2. 1, 2 E and I'm going to go up again on the E of 3. 1, 2 E and 3 E, and back down immediately on the and of 3. 1, 2 E and 3 E and then one more down on 4. So if you don't want to worry about all the counting, it's just down, down, up, up, down, down. Kind of easy to remember. 2 downs, 2 ups, 2 downs. Down, down, up, up, down, down. So we're going to do from their D chord, down, up, down, down, to F sharp minor, down, up, down, down, B minor, down, down, G. Okay, piece of cake, very popular chord progression for sure. And then on the other part in the tune, it's kind of fun, is I go play this higher thing. Oh, I should say back on this part. Being that the tune is played with the cello, it's hard to create that sound with an acoustic guitar. But one thing you can do to help with it too is take your fingers off the string after you play it. It makes the string very short. And when a cello would bow across the strings, as soon as that bow hits the next string, the previous note is done. So with the guitar, if we hold them all down and play it, they keep ringing, which sounds nice, but it's not going to be quite like a cello. You could mute it with the fleshy part of your palm there back on the bridge. I think I have to kill that one light. It's kind of washing everything out. And that's close, and probably easier than this other way, but this other way is good practice too, where you lift the fingers up slightly after you play them. And if you mute that a little bit, that's probably the closest we'll get. Well, closest I'm going to get. Somebody else may find a way to get closer. But anyway, to the sound of the cello. So then the last part is we take this D chord. This is what I did for the bridge, just to raise it up a bit higher. First finger on the 5th fret of your high E string. Second finger on the 7th fret of your 3rd string, and the pinky on the 7th fret of your 2nd string. So D chord. This time our pattern will go 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. So it's kind of the same pattern, just on a different set of strings. Oh, except we leave out the very last note after you repeat it twice. Then the D here will come back to C sharp. This gives us an F sharp minor chord. And then our B is we're gonna put fingers 3 and 4 on the 7th fret of strings 1 and 2. And then the other B here, it's just a power chord again. We don't usually play power chords on strings 1, 2, 3, but this is what it would look like if you did. Your first finger's on the 4th fret. B, and then G, just the 2 fingers. And I'm always going 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. So I go from my D, and even on that one, you don't have to worry about switching the strings. Anyway, and the other thing we did in that song is we kind of did, you'll notice in the cover Geoff and I did, Geoff was kind of doing this, so where he's hitting the one part of the guitar and then tapping on a different part of the guitar. I don't know how well you can see that. And when he was doing that, he's kind of brushing the strings. So he grabs his D chord here and with his first finger kind of hits the strings, so we have this. Forgot the last chord, G. So you get the idea, just kind of slapping the string, you can kind of get your hand to come down at the same time and you hear both at the same time. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching these videos. Subscribe, tell your friends, share it. If you want to help support what I do, share it.